Well, I've hit the record button, so I want you to preach for me, man. Preach. Tell me all about
Um,
Ojiro.
I think he just has a really good mechanic that allows us to give free speed and damage to all of our attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly on water, you get to give frog lashing +3/+3, which seems pretty nasty.
Yeah.
You also get to re-pick up frog lashing if it's not like your third attack,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which is again pretty nasty. Um, and yeah, you just get to pick up a bunch of good water attacks. You could pick up Tongue Whip if you want, stuff their card pool again, just throw a bunch of bombs. So
I can't look at attack zone, and that's weird. I can look at block zone. I can look at block.
yeah,
I can't
you
look
kind
at
of just have
attack
to
zone. I just have to like
scroll through. Yeah,
look.
at
How cringe.
yeah, at the moment, they're split 6, 6, and 6.
Okay.
But since this is probably going to be more of an aggro deck, I would say probably needs to have a higher attack count than what it is currently.
Or lower deck size. Oh, 55, 18 and 55 is not
Yeah.
terrible.
But like we want to at least see 2 attacks on our turn, as long as we have Student of the Art. And then if not, 3 attacks would be perfect. But
Right. Well, Student of the Art says that we
so-
get to see any attack we want, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So as long as we have 2 and
So, like,
Student, we're
Yeah, as long
In
as
the
you have more
money.
than 2.
in the money.
So, and then also on water, we get Frigid Heat Wave to see more of those attack zones. But unfortunately, I think that's the only way of drawing in the deck at the
Correct.
moment.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you commit your character and decide to play the eraser card, which I think is
yeah,
not
I think
good.
it's not the best. Yeah. I guess we also have Self Assured, but that's more of a late game kind of thing. So, yeah, I guess not if you're milling for Heat Wave.
So here's my question for you.
Yeah.
What do you need my help with? What am I doctoring?
Mainly just to shore up like the attack lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of figure out like which attacks might be better, or just kind of in general the attack lineup for the most part.
So I think that you should take the Frigid Heat Wave and probably drop it down to a 2 of, just because we have access to Student of the Art, and you don't want to see it too terribly early. Let me actually get just a little bit. Let me get some reading.
Yeah.
Printed. Okay. The word printed is important. I thought Think Fast is gonna let us cheat, but it is not.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of sucks. The cool thing about Tape Stream Jab is because playing Ojiro 2, obviously our opponent's going to hold 1 of each block zone, most likely.
Right.
So Tape Stream Jab says if they try to clear their card pool of the face downs, we get to change its zone and then spam 1 zone, which is kind of interesting, even though it's a printed mid.
It is definitely interesting.
Yeah. So
holy shit, I love Amphibious in here. Holy cow, that's
yeah,
sick.
Amphibious is probably the best foundation right next to Student of the Art in this deck.
That's sweet. That's very cool.
Yeah. And Student of the Art also works really well with Frog Lashing because it's flip cost, so that's also pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay. So, truthfully, I didn't really actually see very much that you missed. The 2 things that I saw was Cannon Blast. You easily could take Frigid Heat Wave down to a 2 of, and put in a 1 of Cannon Blast and like accidentally blow the dick off your opponent. Just absolutely just rock them. Or you just play 4 Frog Lashings because that card's not fair. Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason not to play 4 Frog Lashing. Just Frog Lashing.
Yeah, I mean, the main reason I didn't put 4 in there was because, like, since we have access to Student of the Art, we can kind of play more with, like, a toolbox kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if we need a specific attack, or, like, just a certain attack might be better in different situations, then we can kind of play around with it.
Let's try the Cannon Blast then. I think Cannon Blast is
yeah,
cool.
for sure. I think could probably up the attack count a little bit as well, just so we can, make sure we're seeing those 2 or 3 attacks a turn. But
I'm down to do that
just
if you
something I'd have
want
to
to,
play around with. Yeah.
but 18 attacks in your 55 card deck is probably okay.
Okay.
The other option is we could just once again cut foundations, right? Like we could cut creep realization down to a 2 of and feel fine. We could cut self assured entirely out of your deck because it's not that good. We've got 12 lows. I guess I technically cut a low from frigid, right? There's ways that we can make this better without increasing the attack count, because I think you're not going to want to increase your attack count because of student of the art. I do think that this is the card that's going to make this deck.
Yeah, because I guess we kind of need to see it. And
Yeah.
not seeing it kind of sucks.
For sure.
There's one other attack I was
2,
considering.
3.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on, which was binding shoulder rush. Because it's pseudo frog lashing without the damage pump. Because you get to ready one. That doesn't have to be a face down. And then we also get the -1 difficulty, but I think since we're not playing enough combo, it's probably not worth it.
So this is not frog lashing, because frog lashing lets you plus on your readies. It says ready 2 face downs, not ready 1.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm saying, like, if we did have the combo, I guess it would be worth it, but probably not.
It also, like, it would have to be one of your mid attacks, right? And so it's like rapid tape stream jab, or massive flash freeze, or grasping tape toss, right? And I absolutely love massive flash freeze in this deck. Massive flash freeze is the coolest technology I've seen so far. The fact that it's already so fast and it's going to hit hard. Like, if this is your third attack, it like gets +3/+3. It's an 8 for 6 on your 6 diff, and then you pick back up one of these two, and then you play it cheaper. So sick, so sick.
Pretty messed up.
Yeah, I absolutely love the massive flash freeze play. And then if they happen to go to deadlock, you just like play it super late in your chain. You're like, oh, this one passes. Just
Get to play your frog lashing for free.
Yeah. I absolutely love everything that Massive Flash Freeze has going for it, to the point where like I could play this at a 4 of and probably see Tape Stream Jab at a 1 of, but I get one to see this and Whip together. I get that.
Yeah.
And
then I was kind of unsure about like Giant Ice Wall or Giant Ice Storm. Because like Ice Storm, we get the breaker, but I guess if we're just trying to kill people, then probably the stun's just better. But we also do have the powerful from Ice Storm, so if we do get our extra momentum, so it's kind of
it's the only thing we're really using momentum for. We only have 18 attacks in our deck, and I think having this at the as the 1 of is totally fine. Also, like Ice Storm with struggling is like nuts.
True.
And as well as Student of the Art, right? Because Student of the Art lets you add the Ice Storm into your pool if you've got 3 blocks, right? Block, attack, add in Ice Storm, pick up whatever you want, or add in third card, pick up whatever you want.
Yep.
And then it's their third attack, so I struggling the others, right? Like Student of the Art struggling says that I get to, and Ojiro says I pick up 2 blocks if I want to. Like there's a lot of defensive maneuverability that this character has. So I like Ice Wall to break the wall, and then the Storm is like that techie piece. Yeah, I dig it a lot. I'm loving 4x Desperate Time, 4x Surviving. All of that is making hella sense to me. The only thing that I don't love is like our low block count's a little low, but I think I fix that slightly with I put in a third struggling. I don't like Self-Assured. I think this card is not very good because our character says printed, and we just don't. We're gonna draw enough cards. I believe that.
Yeah, it's definitely something I just need to like test and then see if it's worth putting in there for the extra draw. But probably most of the time it's not, because I mean building that early kind of sucks.
Yeah, I want to like take this out and I want to put in another Observant Student.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that works for sure.
Because it says that like this card is like a 4 check, and this card says I know which order. Like I've got my 3 attacks, and I
Mm-hmm.
know which ones are cheaper and which ones are more expensive, and which ones do I need to play in what order, right?
Yep.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I've got like frigid grasping, or like frigid massive tongue whip, right? And I like
Mm-hmm.
play the frigid. I draw. I look at the top card of my deck, and it's a 3. Well, then I play massive, so that this one gets
Mm-hmm.
cheaper later.
Yep.
Right, and then I pick up the massive, and then I play another move, one that I drew off of frigid, right? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just another flip for frog lashings. So we don't have like a consistent way of flipping our foundations outside of their own
certainly,
effects.
certainly.
Yeah, that makes sense
And it also
for
forces our
sure.
block zones to now be even again.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yeah. So you brought like a very well thought out deck, so it's very hard to like quote doctor what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
What about
That's
this?
understandable.
The only other thing that I'm seeing that like you don't have is just frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Which the bigger your strings are, the more you're just going to be committing resources. The more you commit
Mm-hmm.
resources, the more using this card as like a big stun one would be like helpful and cool. I think you easily
Mm-hmm.
could take like a first villain encounter and take it down to a 1 of and play 1 frozen. And then just take
Okay.
first villain and frozen and toss them in your sideboard.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like 1 and 1.
Yeah,
they do the
because the
same-
targeted committal could help. Yeah.
Not technically targeted, but like repeatable.
Oh yeah, it's not targeted.
Repeatable. Yeah. And like this card's only really good when they go to deadlock. Like it's not like the
Mhm.
top enhance is just like not that great, truthfully. Like
Yeah.
it's cool with massive flash freeze, like making your massive
Mhm.
flash freeze like a little cheaper, and then you like pick the middle or first card up, and then you play the massive flash freeze, and it's like it was first villain counter again, right? But like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
it's
can see that.
it's still something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
doing one last big look. See if there's anything. Like being a 55 card aggro deck, I think you're just gonna murder people, man. 55 cards.
Yeah.
Like this hand is nuts. Holy cow.
Jesus.
Right? Just review this. Just don't give a shit about it. And hold
Mhm.
this one.
Yep.
You draw
And
first
that's one more
hand.
towards
This
it.
hand's nuts. There's build a 4, and I've got half my combo.
Yeah.
With
Amphibious is also huge. Yeah.
This hand is subpar, but I've got a breaker 2, and then like these are pokes. So 6 mid for
Mhm.
4.
Yep.
Yeah, massive flash freeze is sick in this deck. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I think all might be the better symbol for him, but I think because of frog lashing, water can get there.
I mean, these 3 cards alone, like flash freeze,
Mhm.
frog lashing, tongue whip, say that like
Yep.
you don't commit resources, and they all get absolutely massive. They get massive
Mhm.
and they get fast,
Yeah.
right?
You
Tongue
don't,
whip
you
is
don't
a
even have to.
Go ahead.
You don't even have to play frog lashing as like your third card either, because you can pick that one back up and then sling it again,
Yeah.
even bigger, which is nice.
Tongue
So.
whip is your first card is a 6 low for 6.
Uh huh. Yeah.
4 diff
And
6 low
stuff
for
there,
6. That card gets banned.
Technically a 7 low for 6 because they're stuffed now.
Well, as your first card, right? So it's a 4. They stuff 1+1 speed from Ojiro.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this,
you're right. You're right.
4. 1 speed, stuff 1. Yeah,
5.
6 low for 6.
Yeah, 6 low for 6. Yeah.
Because it's a 5 low for 5, and then Ojiro, it's +1/+1.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm stealing this list, by the way. This is the list. Unless some crazy stuff happens in set 3, this is very much what I'm gonna be playing on TTS.
Yeah, I really like this in the all list with all of the Eraser 2 stuff. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And especially with all the free combo enhances with Eraser stuff, seems pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did last time. The last Deck Doctor, which will be coming out here soon, I think.
Okay.
Was an Ojiro all list.
Mhm.
Yeah. So final thoughts on Ojiro 2? I love this list, man. I'm so happy you brought it to me, and I hope I got to clean it up just a little bit for you.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly wanted to like kind of nail down like the attack lineup, see if there's anything that I might have missed that could be huge, because
It's just canon, I think.
yeah, I mean, our main thing is just frog lashing, tongue whip, but just being able to pick those back up is pretty crazy.
Correct.
And that is if frog lashing doesn't get hit with Asui, but
Who knows?
you never know.
Never know. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, let me shoot you over the list. It didn't change very much, but it's changed enough, you know.
I mean, help is help. Another set of eyes is another set of eyes.
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. Thank you for the support. I'll send you the list, and you have a good rest of your night. Okay.
Awesome. You as well.
Peace.